My name is Damon with Complete Media, and today I want to look at a brawl. I want to see somebody fight. I want to see some tussles going on. Luckily, I found this video from Judge Mathis entitled Wedding Brawl. It says the plaintiff says they rented the defendant's party venue for a wedding reception. They claim that one of the defendant's servers tried to punch the plaintiff's sister and a fight broke out. They are suing for a refund. The defendant says the plaintiffs were the worst behaved people she'd ever seen. She alleges the plaintiff's sister yelled at her server and threw a plate of food at her. She's countersuing for breach of contract. Unless one of these litigants piss off Judge Mathis, then it's going to come down to the evidence that he is going to rule over. With that being said, and knowing that I am not a lawyer and that this is not legal advice, I am going to give my prediction and say that the plaintiff is not going to get a refund and the defendant is not going to get their countersuit. And the reason why I say this is because from all the information that I have here, it looks like that the defendant provided the service. So you can't get a refund for services not rendered if they rendered the services. And on the defendant side, the ones who own the venue, the ones who are countersuing, they're countersuing for breach of contract. I've never had a contract that said there's no fighting. We do have in our contracts a stipulation for damage to equipment by the client or the attendees, for instance, their friends or family that attended, if their client decides to, take a hammer to a speaker, right? So then they are liable for that. If one of their friends and family decides to, take a glass of water and pour it in one of our speakers, well, they are liable for the damages, even though the bride and groom aren't the ones that caused it. They invited their friend, and their friend is the one that poured the water in there, caused the damage. So we need to be made whole by the client, the bride and groom, and then the bride and groom, they can always go after their friend for doing that. But the reason for this is because if it wasn't for them inviting this, we wouldn't have damaged speakers. All that being said, I am going to say that Judge Mathis does not award money to either side. It's going to be a straight up wash. Before we see if my prediction is correct, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button so that way you get notified when my new videos come out. I don't want you to miss anything. And then also stick to the end of this video because I will give you one tip that's going to help you remain or try to remain stress-free when planning your wedding. All right. So now let's go ahead and check out this video. I want to see some fighting going on. I want to see how Judge Mathis handles these shenanigans.
Plaintiffs Shirley Veal and her husband Harold Kaiser say they rented the defendant's party venue for their wedding reception.
We already went over that.
And they claim the defendant and her negligent servers ruined the night. Shirley claims after one of the defendant's servers tried to punch her sister, a fight broke out and they left. So they got their money back.
Well, first, it's a $2,500 venue is what it looks like. That's not that expensive to rent a venue. I'm in South Florida. Looks like they're in Illinois. And I've been to Chicago, and wedding venues are not cheap. So to get a $2,500 venue is a very good find on you. So
good job.
Defendant Joycelyn Hunter says in all her years of being in this business, she's never
How many
seen
years?
such disgusting
Ooh, wow, look at the
behavior
side eye.
as
She hit him
that
with the
of
side eye. She hit him with the side eye. Oh.
Sister instigate.
Come on, people. Come on. I'm pissed off because she's countersuing for $205. Well, I guess, if you charge $2,500 for the venue, I guess you're suing for 10%. So I guess it's not as bad, but it's only $205. Why are we even here, man? Just go away.
Did the argument by yelling at her server and throwing a plate of food at her. And she's countersuing for breach of contract.
How are you countersuing for breach of contract when it's $200? If you have a staff member that is so unhinged that they decide to fight, then you probably need to get rid of that staff member. They shouldn't be there. They are a liability. If that staff member would have connected to her sister, then venue owner, you would be sued for whatever damages that staff member did to the sister. Punch her in the face and break her jaw. You got to pay for the jaw, plus pain and suffering and all this other stuff. So according to what was said, they threw a plate at them. So I get them being upset. I would be upset too. You need to roll. You need to get out of the building. And actually, I would just pull all the staff. If you throw a plate at my staff, we're all leaving. We're going to go ahead and have everyone exit the building. And if you can't exit expeditiously, then there are some people that you can call to escort them out.
Okay. On the day of April 20th,
Don't even know his wedding date.
Reception at
Ooh, why she got a wig?
Mrs. Hunter's.
Why is there a wig there?
Place of business. We were contracted her out on the day that we got to the place.
Come on, bro, spit it out with your leather
we entered
jacket.
the place and
Bow ties on point,
the
though.
tables or anything weren't ready, so we sat down and we began to be introduced. Upon the service coming out to begin to serve, they started slowing down. When they came out, they were bringing out one plate and two plates at a time. We had about like 150 guests.
Okay, so what's the problem?
Started serving.
What did your contract say in terms of servers?
Right, there you go.
Three service.
And how many did they have?
About 5.
Oh,
Look at that.
imagine that. They were supposed to have 3. They brought 5. Sounds good so far.
So they had more than you needed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then what's your complaint?
Yeah.
They weren't serving the people. They were coming out with one plate at a time to serve about 100 people, 100 of our guests.
But you only needed 3 for 100.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, but
So they had 5.
and they were in the kitchen talking upon me when I was going back there to see what was taking them so long to serve. They told, we got this. This is what we do. We just served over 200 people last night. And I told them, I said, well, I'm not concerned about last night. I'm only concerned about today.
Oh, okay. I agree.
So,
That's
upon that, I went and sat back
understandable.
down because I talked to Ms. Hunter about it, and she said I would handle it.
What time do you believe all the food arrived on the tables?
They never finished serving everyone.
Why is that?
All of our guests didn't get served. We
What
only had
happened?
about 30 people that got served because
Okay.
before everyone can get served, her server got into an altercation with my sister. Food is
Where's your
everywhere.
sister?
I have food on my dress.
Where's your
Slow down,
sister?
slow down.
Where's your sister?
So how did the altercation?
Where's the server?
We kept going to them, asking what's going on with, why is it taking so long? They didn't serve the bridal party. I had little
You
kids.
kept going to them asking what was going on, and
Okay.
then what? I want to
They
hear
would
about
cuss
the
us
altercation.
out. They would cuss us out, saying
Oh,
we got this.
really? They would cuss
We
you
know
out?
What we doing?
Okay.
How did the altercation occur?
Well, after they wasn't serving our guests, me and my bridesmaids decided that we'll just serve our food to ourselves.
Wow,
We went to
really?
the back. They started arguing, talking about this is what we do. Miss Joycelyn keeps making excuses that, they're
Did they
tired.
ask you to leave
No,
from their kitchen?
no.
Really?
So how did the fight ensue?
Yeah, there we go.
After you came back to their kitchen.
There you
My
go.
sister went to the back to see if she can help. The server swung a chair or pushed
Oh,
a chair
please,
at
right.
her.
Just out of the
and
blue.
She swung
Out of
at
the blue.
her. So words I wasn't in the back. Words were passed.
You
Okay, so why are you
really
here?
don't know.
Exactly.
I don't. I really don't.
All we do know is your sister went back there where the people were serving.
Working.
Then what?
In the kitchen.
Okay, they were back there arguing. When I heard the commotion going on, I went back and said, what's going on? Her sister said, she swung at me. By then, Miss Hunter came out and said, it's food everywhere. I don't know why she would do that. I said, what happened? She said, she swung at me and I hit the plate out of her hand, and that's when the food went up in the air.
I'm giving away a free wedding DJ worksheet. It's practically guaranteed that you're going to have a flawless wedding reception. All you do is fill it out, give it to the DJ, boom, you're done. Click the link below and I'll get it right out there to you.
I said, you know what? This is shut down because I'm not pleased with the way that they're serving.
Oh, really?
We got
This-
5
okay,
people
we-
back here.
shut down,
Only
done.
2 people are coming out with plates, but they're coming out with one plate at a time. We have guests that are leaving.
How is it
here
shut down? What are you
because
doing?
they're not being fed. They were
How
bringing
long has
out
it been?
salad,
I got
no
so many
fork or
questions.
spoon or anything. And I was asking, I said, well, how are you going to bring out the salad? And they don't have a fork or spoon. They said the way that we do this is we bring out the salad first, and then we bring out the food later with your fork and spoon. I said, what are they supposed to do? I said, what are they supposed to do with
That's
the,
weird.
I said, what are they supposed
That's
to do with the
weird.
salad? Just look at it? She's like, well, this is the way we do it.
That's not true. I've been in this business since 2006, and I have never
Okay.
seen such a behavior as they displayed.
Let's say it.
First
Let's
of
hear it.
all,
Come on.
They did not arrive till 7:05. They rented the place at 6:15. Their guests arrived at 6:30. At 7:05, when they came
Wow.
in, I started taking pictures. I have proof here. I took
Okay.
pictures of them.
What does that matter?
When I was done, I asked them at 7:30. I asked Miss Shirley, would you like to have your food served? She said yes. I immediately went to my
That's
service.
right.
They started to serve the food. After everybody
did
had
not.
eaten,
Yeah, sir,
except,
be quiet. She
excuse
didn't say
me,
one word.
Exactly.
While you were
Thank
after
you.
everyone had eaten, Mr. Harrell came over to me and said, we're not pleased with how the server served the food. I said, but everybody's eating. You've gotten your food. The guests have gotten their food. Everybody's eating. Only the
what's the difference? Why is there a discrepancy?
Table. Okay, and they were on the floor playing. That's the reason why was served last.
That's a little weird that the two stories aren't meshing up. That doesn't make any sense.
What about this fight in the back?
Yeah,
there was
altercation.
No fight, Your Honor.
What?
She jumped up from the table, started screaming at my server, the witness says here, and telling her, you feed my children right now. And she's like, your kids' food is coming out. It's only 5 kids left to eat. And then he jumped up and ran back there. All of his people ran to the back.
The
and I said, look,
for?
everyone needs to go back to their seat. I said, Miss Shirley and Mr. Harrell, I need to talk to you because this is ridiculous. At that point, her sister walked up. She was coming back inside the door. I was standing between where the room is and the door. And her sister, she walked up and she said, I just need to get my purse and my coat. And when she said that, her sister, Miss Shirley's sister said, I don't like you anyway. Called her out her name, and she took the plate and threw it at my server. And when she threw the plate, it hit my wig, my new wig, and my
That's why the wig's there.
And it hit her on her
That's
clothes.
Why the
This
wig.
is her clothes
That's
right
why the
here.
wig there.
See, your wig.
Yes.
Let's see your wig. Oh, I've never seen her bring it. Here's the proof that there's food.
I cleaned it off. If
Why
you bring the wig here?
That you cleaned off. All y'all full of it.
I told you, man. He about to get ready. Both of y'all get out of my
I got
courtroom.
the proof that they threw the spaghetti on my wig.
Here
Here it is. And where's the proof?
Here's
oh,
my
I
dress
cleaned
here,
it
Your
off.
Honor.
You cleaned the dress too?
No, I did not.
There
I
you
saved
go.
my
Uh-oh,
dress.
the Monica
I saved
Lewinsky
my
dress. Okay.
You have proof of your dress from where?
Because it was food everywhere.
In the back?
Yeah.
You were in the back?
You weren't in the back.
When I went to the back after
You
my
told me
sister
you
came back-
weren't. You
Told you.
told me you weren't there. You've perjured yourself. Both your cases are dismissed. Have a good day.
Thank you. Thank you. All I want to say is I wanted the truth to come out that they lied from the beginning. I gave them a wedding for $350. Nowhere in the city of Chicago you can get a wedding for that. And
They said
I know
$2,500.
Liquor. She's selling liquor.
I'm not
She
selling
have a
anything.
license.
You didn't
sell liquor?
You
No, I did not. No, I did not.
Yeah. Not happy. If you lose your case, you know what you can do? You can tell all of their secrets on national TV. She's selling liquor and she doesn't have a liquor license. She's running a brothel in the back. She's doing all the dude. Like, you lost your case. I said it. My prediction, I was in my head and I said,
I know what's going to happen. I'm looking at my prediction and I'm saying, I know what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen.
both cases are dismissed. If you're ratchet on your wedding day, you're going to be ratchet in court. And guess what? We had a little ratchetness going on. So both of y'all had to get the fuck out of there. Sorry, I knew it was going to happen off rip because of the way that everything read there. Judge Mathis dismissed the plaintiff's case because of perjury. Sometimes he gets a little bit trigger happy. He asks the question and then they respond and they don't really understand the answer. And then he asks them a similar question and they give an opposite answer or answer that wasn't the same as the first. And they answer differently and he gets mad. He said, you lied to me. I didn't lie. I didn't understand what you were saying. So I've noticed that a couple times. But on this one, it was just time for both of them to go. My tip for helping you plan a stress-free wedding, or as stress-free as possible, this tip is going to help you immensely. You ready? Are you ready? If you have any bad feelings about a vendor, if you are worried that this vendor is lying to you, if you feel that this vendor is not who they say they are, don't hire them. Do not sign a contract. Do not worry about the discounts that they're going to be providing to you. Do not allow them to take your peace of mind away from you. We have clients that had a
bad feeling about this.
It's unfortunate. I would love to be able to provide the services for them. I think that we are amazing. But they didn't like something. They didn't like my reaction videos. They didn't like something in our contract. They don't like our cancellation policy. So they feel that this is something that's going to stress them. So they decide to go in another direction. That may mean that they're going to pay less. That may mean that they're going to pay more. But the one thing that they will have is peace of mind. It's going to be less stressful for them where they don't wake up in a panic like, oh my God, is my DJ going to show up? I'd rather be stress-free and pay a couple more dollars than wake up in cold sweats and save $50 or $75. That's just my personal take on it. That is the advice that I am going to give to you. Please heed this advice and understand that we would love to work with you. I think we are an amazing company. But if you feel that we are not the company for you, if you feel that there is something that is making you uneasy, then do not hire us, because I don't want you to be uneasy. If you feel another vendor is going to give you more stress than you want on your wedding day, then don't hire that vendor. Be stress-free. Instead of saving money, save your sanity. All right. So that is my tip for the day. My name is Damon with Complete Media. I appreciate you coming and rocking with me, checking out this reaction video of a wedding brawl on the Judge Mathis show. I've got some other videos, so make sure you subscribe to my channel and get notified when they come out. For now, just going to roll up out of here.